All right, what is up, guys? We're back here with another Paintballers video. It's the new name of the game after, well, you know, all the things that went on. We're jumping into a match here. I want to just give a quick update on some of my kind of thoughts on the game and how this new edition of the beta is going. Some stuff's good, you know, some stuff still needs to be polished, and well, some things are bad, and I'll explain that as we get later on into the video. First off, as we're waiting for this first point to get here, I love the fact that you can stack objects. Being that most of the time when you get into a warm-up lobby, it kind of holds you in place. I'm not fully sure why. Probably something server side that causes that, but yeah. So at least you can stack objects and have a little bit of fun while you're waiting for the game to get going. All right, we're gonna be jumping in here now. First thing I got to talk about is the new box system. So it is the same where you have to pick one of the 7 spots on the box, and that'll be where you're starting the breakout from. Gun is locked into the box until the point starts, and in which case you can come off. The big difference is they got rid of the like punishment almost. So in the old version of the game, if you would come off the box and not hit the right key, it would hold you on the box. So you essentially would not be able to move or do anything until you hit the right key. And you know, when there's networking and server issues, that can be a little annoying. Also, nice board pack, by the way. Good job with the guy at home to actually shut me down there. But one of the things that I like now is instead of punishing the player for not hitting an input quick enough, it rewards the player for hitting an input quick enough. So the distinction in that is, you know, let's say, you know, something happens and you're not able to do it in the old version, you'd get stuck there. But now if you don't hit it in time or something along those lines, all that happens is you're just a little bit slower coming off the box, which I do like. I think that's a cool adjustment. There is a way that you can sprint off the box now if you double tap shift while you're holding there. My problem with this is, especially in high ping servers, it causes lots of chaos. It causes your screen to kind of mess up a bunch, and your gun will get stuck down. But still, that's kind of beta things. I'm guessing it's something to do with the server infrastructure and the way that your client sends information to it. It glitches out. The other thing that we were noticing is there was a player on our team who wasn't listed on our like team list. So when you hit up tab, you wouldn't see him there, but he kept spawning in and just kind of hanging out around our box. I think it was a dude who left earlier, but for some reason the game just kept him in the game. You know, little things like that we gotta touch up and polish. But I do have to say, you know, from a positive standpoint, I'm liking a lot of what this game is doing. I think, you know, as we've said in the past, graphics look great. You know, they're awesome. The field environment, the paint in the air looks good. It's easy to pick it up when you're sitting in a bunker trying to make a move out. You can kind of see what's going on. One quick note. This is where I tried the running, and yeah, it's weird. There's still some kind of glitch things with it. Also, I don't know how my paint was in the air long enough to get that guy, but it was. So yeah, obviously networking, that's kind of the thing now that we gotta, you know, get together and get polished up. But hey man, there's AAA titles that have networking issues, and so you know, it's not really something I can hold against them, but it is something I do need to put out there that, you know, we gotta take a look at that and get that polished before we get it out into a more official release. And if you are curious, you haven't tried out the game yet for yourself, if you have a PC with Steam on it, you can go right now, look up Paintballers and get access to the beta and try it out. There's no like closed window or anything like that. You just need to go to the Steam store page and you can get into it. Getting started here, holding off on this Texas side, holding off that Dorito side so no one can get wide. It's going to be interesting to watch how this plays out in Texas, as a lot of the shots off the break are really powerful. If you saw there, I was trying to do the active reload system. So essentially, if you hold down R to a certain amount, then you can keep your gun up while you're reloading. But I had messed it up there. Also, I missed out on both those kills, which sucks. Someone, yeah, Snake side was able to get both of them real quick. This is it's pretty good game kills wise. I've had better, but that also depends on how many points you play, how many people on your team are also picking up kills. So I think my best one in this beta so far, I dropped a 29 the other day, but haven't had another one close to that. Maybe like a 25 or a 26 recently, but yeah, trying to get back there. Got a pub stomp. Ooh, got both those guys running out on the break. I think that was pretty nice. Also get the 4-pack there, getting the 2 guys at home, and somehow miss out on that guy. And I was weird. I was freaked out there because I was like, wait, what's going on? How is paint coming by me? Everyone should be dead, but that was just my homie. So another great example of it is easy to pick up game or paint in the game. It's easy to see it as it's going out.
10 seconds.
Jumping into another point here. All of the main matches are race to 8s right now. So on the dedicated servers that they have, they're all just set up as 5v5 race to 8s. Let's see what happens here off this breakout. I don't think I pick up another 2. And that was a great example. If you saw there, how I was a little slow coming off the box. I didn't hit spacebar as fast as I should have. And so because of that, I wasn't able to pick anything up. Also, I love the fact that my 2 just decided to come with me. And I thought the dude was still in the tower and I clipped him. So instantly hit the sorry. But that brings me to another point. The community in this game is already getting very toxic. I've been in multiple lobbies where you make a simple mistake, something happens, and guys just jump down your throat for it, which, I mean, they're paintball players, so I guess that makes sense. But at the same time, guys, casual people aren't going to want to play the game very long. If they get into a lobby, they don't know what they're doing, and then all of a sudden everyone is shitting on them. I've seen a couple guys already type out chats like, oh, they don't even play paintball, they don't know what they're doing. That's the whole point of a paintball video game, is so that people who don't play the game or don't have any experience with it can get more experience with it and start to understand the game and then maybe become fans of the game. I really think that is a negative outlook on the game itself, and it's something that we should kind of stomp out in the community. I mean, you don't have to be, you know, a super nice, positive person all the time, but also remember that you're trying to represent for our sport, the one that we all like to play. And I think just telling people they suck or telling people, you know, they need to get out because they don't play paintball, what's the point of that? That doesn't make any sense, at least not to me. You know, we're all trying to grow the game. I think this is a great tool to grow the game. I know a lot of people are interested in it. It looks good. It has some good features to it. Still need to polish the movement. Movement is a little funky. Also, I got baited there. I missed the guy going out wide, and then I tried to fill out to stop him, but the can ended up fucking me up. But going back to my point, you know, there's definitely some things we need to fix. Movement is still clunky. I rarely use the slide or dive mechanics, mainly just because they seem to almost mess your character up more than help you, which, you know, it's hard to make a full point on that because they should help you move around and be quicker and able to get to places faster. But in the current build that we have, they're very clunky. And so it almost seems that it's more detrimental when you decide to slide or dive than helpful, which is definitely not what the devs are going for. But that is one of the things I put out there that we should probably be working on to clean up a little bit in future builds. The menu, the shop system, we've started to see more cosmetics come into the game, so people have more choices to customize their character. I'm like half and half split on that. I 100% get that there has to be some way for them to monetize the game because it's a free-to-play game. They want people to experience it and try it out. But it also would feel cool if you were able to like earn and get these things as you progress through the game, you know, so that way if you see a guy with like a super high level thing, then hey, you know that he grinded it out. Also, I saved the buzzer there and then ended up trading out with this guy. So 2-pack at the end to save the point for my team. That was I was excited. Yeah, he's a little upset about that one. And on the other turn, you know, it's one of those conversations I see both sides of from the cosmetic stuff. Really, I mean, it doesn't affect gameplay. You know, you look different, you look cooler. And like I said, they need a way to monetize the game so that way they can pay their devs, pay server fees, all the good things that go along with running a video game. But I wish there is some type of progression system in game. I want to feel like as I'm doing more things, I'm not just getting a level. I'm actually, you know, I'm becoming a more cool character, or, you know, my account looks better, or you know, I know they have the D5 ranking system in the game, but let's say, you know, maybe that starts to, I don't know, you start to level up to pro or something the more ranked wins you get, or something along those lines. I think progression is very important to have people to continue to play a game, and that's something that, you know, we do need to see in this game to kind of get people hooked on it. Also, pro tip, if you're playing this game out there, never stop shooting your paintball marker. There's almost no reason you should ever stop shooting in this game. I mean, maybe if you're like you're in a good place and you're trying to be stealthy. But at the end of the day, it's digital paint. No one's paying for their paint. And, you know, as you'll see here in most of this gameplay, I just hold down the left click and move down the field. A lot of the times, if you're putting paint where you think people might be, or shots that you may potentially know, you might catch someone out. And it's definitely, you know, it's definitely worth it. I mean, it's not like you're paying $40 each pod or something like that. It's free to play, and so, you know, just keep shooting paint, and you'll surprise yourself more often than not how many kills you're able to pick up. In total, I think I was able to drop 19 on this one, so 19 in 11 points. Pretty good. Definitely had better games, but you know, was happy with this one. Decided we could post it up. A couple of their guys ended up leaving towards the end, but yeah, overall positive. I do like the direction they're going. I like the changes that they made, the box system. Some of the cosmetics have been cool, but we gotta just keep going. See you guys on the next video.